To be honest, I completely forgot that I was supposed to be doing, like, pre-stream warm-ups. Well, that bitchin' song was playing. I did not listen to it beforehand. I've been taking pieces from the Dracula Perfect selection, which is an official album that came out in 1991, that Konami actually produced for real. And 1991 is nuts to me. It feels like the correct era, but there's a level of, like, holy shit. Like, really? This is like, were there like 2 Castlevania games out at the time? So that's wild. That's just nuts to me. I got distracted instantly and immediately, as is my wont. As is my wont. You wasn't even born yet. Damn. Playing music older than my audience, that sounds right. But I was just floored, because that fucking song, it starts wild, it starts nuts. That's just 4 minutes of kicking ass in an album that's already really good, but in like a fun way. It's just regular good. It just regular whips ass. So we'll hear it again at the end of the stream. And in all of my dreams. I'm trying to think of what there is to recap. We're John Vampyr, we're Dr. Acula. We work in a hospital for reals. We have a bunch of side quests.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
Swansea is our boss. He whips ass. We are Dr. Reed. I was thinking John Stone, which is something else for sure. I'm glad we can actually just check it and zoom in on it, like...
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
I don't know. This feels like it says Dr. Reed in like 3 different ways, and I appreciate that a lot. Excuse me. I resized my window a little bit because the text was actually a little small for me to attempt to read during the last stream, which I think created a couple of awkward moments. So I wanted to embiggen it a little bit. But we are Dr. Acula. We spent a lot of the last stream just hanging out, just kind of getting to know the hospital staff and the patients and the drama therein.
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Am I cutting off the bottom of the game screen? That's really hard to tell from the options menu, but you were correct. I think my resizing just did some naughty little things to my game screen, so give me a second. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's better. That should be good. That's good on my end.
Is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Oh, they don't have any supplies either. Someone keeps stealing all the hospital supplies. Do I have a weird bar on the side? I'm not seeing the bar. Okay. I'm just gonna double check here. This should be... Okay, the bar's just Twitch fucking up. Okay, okay. It wouldn't be a Splatter Opera stream without a little bit of annoying technical bullshit. I want to be also upset about no antiseptics, but I feel like Dr. Acula's gonna be like mean about it.
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Yeah, please take a screenshot. I will enjoy it myself.
Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
It doesn't show up on a screenshot, that's even more wild.
Certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this?
Yeah, we keep our extra chemicals and our paper clips in the morgue.
You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
Oh no, it's a dungeon!
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Alright, so, for this stream there's gonna be a little bit of, relearning controls and UI elements and things.
Yes, Doctor?
As it does.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends.
It's ammonia.
Dr.
It's bleach
Swansea
and
definitely
ammonia.
works his
And it
society
doesn't make
contacts for
disinfectant,
monies, but
and
with
we're
the
not going to
quarantine,
do that.
well,
And I think there's already
we're in
plenty of
God's
that in
hands.
World War One, but I'm not a history buff.
Why then do you always work the nights?
That might be a World
Don't
War
you
II
ever
thing.
sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Dorothy, you're giving me like a company slogan while staring directly at the screen. It is a
Lack of
World War
sleep
One thing.
in
Okay.
the medical profession
I thought that
always
was
ends in
correct. I
disaster.
thought that was correct, and that I
With
learned it
many
from
colleagues
Animorphs
succumb
or
to
something.
stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs.
I can't think of where I could have possibly learned that in Animorphs.
London's trenches
But I
start
wouldn't
here
be
at Pembroke
surprised.
Hospital. We're
At
on
all.
the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke.
I'm talking
does you
over
credit,
Dorothy
Nurse Crane,
through.
but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Please, could you
Yeah,
point me in
Animorphs
the
is
direction of the
kinda...
morgue
There's an
again?
obligatory,
It's the
horrible
large
sci-fi
boarded-up
war crime in
building
every
behind the
book.
hospital. You can't miss it. The
Like
key
a
I
toy
gave you
in
will open
cereal.
the small back door to it.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
Alright, so... The thing is, before we mix antiseptics for all these desperate patients that need them, we've got, like, 18 side quests, is the thing. So I'm really like, yeah, but what about these side quests? What about the side quests, though? And I might have been inclined to change my mind about that, but it feels like they're gonna send me into a dungeon. And I want to be prepared with side quests. Let's see if anyone else has anything new to say today.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Alright, it seems like people are
Goodbye.
broadly in the same state they were, so that saves us a little time. I think the big Vampyr Y is our main quest. So our side quests are... You know, I still don't fucking know, because there's a waymark there and it's so far away. See, can we... Oh no. Oh, that's a custom marker. Okay. That's... I clicked on the map at some point, I do believe. Oh god, please stop. Please stop clicking on the map. I'm dying. I'm dying myself. I don't need chemicals for side quests, I just need to know where any location is. And I was sort of hoping it would be a bit more forthcoming about where things like the back garden are. Let's see if we can find like a quest log. Fascinating. I didn't realize Dorothy was like an entirely different category of people. Okay. Hey Milton, where's the fucking garden, my dude? My dog? I appreciate that the side quests are presented in the form of, like, this is important to this person. But we're on the search for the back garden, which must be around here somewhere. We're just gonna kind of deal with one thing at a time. This is like a garden.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Alright, I feel like the screaming has led us to the garden, which is nice. Oh, I see. You're an asshole. I thought you were just a homeless guy. I got me a hacksaw, which is not as good as my... That's my good machete right now. Okay, it was space to dodge. I'm really more of a shift to dodge person, if I had to choose. He's gonna do the... Okay. Bump. Nope. Oh, I'm getting bodied. Okay. We're fine. We're okay. Oh, he's got friends. Okay, time to stop fucking around. I didn't really expect a 3-on-1 right away out here. Excuse me. Let's heal a little bit more. Let's set a shadow trap. Oh yeah, that took care of his ass. And yeah, thank you for reminding me about the lock-on. I was just really used to Castlevania, where that isn't a thing, really. But I did remember suddenly that to change the target I'm locked onto, the button I press is move the mouse at all, which is not my favorite vibe. Ah, the juice! You're so full of juice! And so empty of bloods. Trash can. We got a lead plate. Oh, I see. Milton, you look really handsome in that picture.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Honestly, I'm glad we got to drunkenly swing around in a refresher fight before having to do anything for reals. Okay. Yeah, it is just right stick PC port edition.
Really pissed me off this time.
I have vampire senses. I could check on Clay, actually.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed.
Yeah, now that you pointed out, it is mixed race couple issues in 1914.
Why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
Should have ate you.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the
I am
hospital?
increasingly
Come
concerned
on,
I should have
Dr.
eaten
Reed.
this man.
The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
He is
But
right,
you're
though.
alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I appreciate this cold asshole here. Just like...
You're lucky to be alive, Mr.
Yeah, we did the human choice in not chomping down,
This place is
and
sick
this is our
and
reward.
decay.
This fucker's still alive.
could I get better
Local
at such a
gang
dump?
leader. He is a man who also suffers from fatigue, and we
see
will
you.
treat him eventually.
How is your...
This
Alright, that just... Personal questions.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to
Okay, we're
avoid,
missing
and
some
who to
frames here. Is everything
I won't get
okay on your end?
The
Justice will
police
find
may be
you.
slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc, I figure you have something to hide, so you can't ask the coppers for help.
Okay, I didn't realize that was a thing. It did not mark that as a choice that could give me problems. So I guess it can be any fucking thing.
How long?
I know this.
The police...
Well, how come you didn't...
Okay, I guess we... Okay, well that sucks.
I'll leave you for...
I would have picked the other option if I knew that. I just did not think it would make a difference. Yeah, apparently every choice can potentially give you problems. Well, whatever. Clay sucks anyway. I don't want to know more about Clay. I want to know less about Clay. I know too much about Clay, having spoken with him
Good
one
evening,
time.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I was really worried for a second we were either going to find out that Dr. Reed is, like, a little bit early 20th century racist, or that we would even be given the choice, and I'm sort of glad that we weren't.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it sucked to find out through failing something, but, like, yeah, I'm fine with having to
You do
actually
realize
think
you
about
could
how I
both
talk
get
to
fired.
people. Lesson
Hospital
learned.
staff
Lesson
are
learned,
not meant to have
talking
intimate
to an
relationships
asshole,
with one another.
which is a
Come
pretty
on,
harmless
Reed.
loss, I think.
Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
I was a little bit worried that partner in crime
Goodbye,
thing would be an accusation and come off as a problem. Because I basically get it. And the fact that Milton is charging people for hospital beds makes a lot more sense if he is also trying to make money for his also miserable nurse girlfriend, if they're just working together to try and secure an okay life for themselves. That is not human greed, that is unfortunate but necessary sacrifice for survival. I want to bug Pippa. Who the fuck are you? How did I miss you? Why are you through that wall? Why would you do that to me, strange lady? Oh, you were going to come up later.
Enter.
Word, fair enough. How are you?
Again, Dr. Reed.
Are you feeling particularly vampire-y yet, Sean? Okay, doesn't
Goodbye,
seem
Mr.
like it. Good. I'm glad. Maybe don't go out in the day for a while. Where's Pippa? I want to see Pippa. Oh well, I'll find her later. Let's knock out our next cool side quest. As soon as I remember how to open the menu. I'll turn Vampire Vision off so it stops defaulting me to other stuff. Okay. I'm not sure how to do this, but I still have that waymark, and I did not successfully get away from it. Can I open this? Yay! More stolen medical supplies. I keep saying that, but, like, doctor in a hospital using the medical supplies, it's not that big a deal. I had, like, a way marker here, and it has already vanished. Maybe it was still there from earlier. I think I'll check back in with Thelma and see if we can't get a refresher. By that I mean I'm gonna go outside and look at this garbage can. I got a lead stick, which is... People throw away a lot of lead in this city. Oh! Okay, we're over here somewhere. There we go.
The life.
Good evening.
It's true, everything is made of lead.
How
It's
are you?
1918.
Need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Love Thelma. I really do.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this.
Yeah, I'm
hollow shell
kind of...
of flesh.
I love Thelma.
Please.
It really helps that she
Describe
looks like a
to me how you
slightly
feel.
older
What is
Alice
it like
Little
to
from
be a vampire?
American McGee's Alice
Hear
and
me.
Madness
Body
Returns.
crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades.
She sounds really
Blood
similar
pulses to
too.
blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Yeah, I would go for the... No, you know what? I wouldn't go for the Thelma romance, because she's kind of...
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I just wanted to hear the dialogue. Yeah, like, she's like the only thing that Thomas has going for him. Like, I'm not going to do that to the man. He's not having a good life. I hesitate to use the word meet cute, but like, they had kind of a romantic comedy moment going on. That's kind of what was happening. I saw something shining in here, I thought. Must have just been a reflection. Because I was thinking, if I'm seeing a shiny thing in here, it means I can go in here. Which means I can break in, which means everything in there is mine. Oh? Is everything in here still mine? Hey, what's up? Just
This is
have...
not a place for you, sir. Don't come no closer.
Okay, well... You started it by yelling at me. It made me nervous.
No!
Yes! Aw. Don't stab me. Hey, 3 bullets. All right. What did they find out? Okay, that basically makes sense. Woman loudly proclaiming she is a vampire. They went to observe it? Like, I don't know. In fairness, it seems like they handled it in a pretty reasonable manner. They didn't go, well, we gotta kill this lady, it's, we're gonna check her out. Like, it would take none seconds for Thelma to accidentally prove she is not a vampire. No, we don't need to go this way. Oh, we might need to go... Okay, apparently the local command post is over here in Whitechapel. We're gonna go to Whitechapel. It's kind of screamy in Whitechapel. Can't imagine why. Okay, there we go. I see you are also a VTuber. Oh! Okay, actually, we're gonna leave Whitechapel. No, see you later, Doc. You're like level 1,000,000. I have zero doubt I could beat that dude, but it would just be like 2 minutes of hacking away at him. Yeah, so Whitechapel, as it turns out, people there are super murdery. We're not doing this quest yet, as much as we love Thelma. But yeah, no, this is actual competence. It's let's confirm what's happening, and then maybe act based on that. If I thought the quest would expire, I would do it. I don't know if this is that kind of game. I don't think this is that kind of game. But, for Smugsley, who just got here, and really anyone who might have just gotten here, I don't know. I ain't keeping track. We headed to the garden, we took out some low-key vampires and got Milton's wallet back. And we found out he is in a mixed-race relationship with Pippa, which kind of casts his charging people for hospital beds in a new light, because he's, you know, clearly trying to make a better life for the both of them in very tough times. And Dr. Reed was just, like, chill about it. There was no weird... Milton mentioned having some difficulties being in a mixed-race couple in, like, 1918. But, like, there wasn't even, like, a weird option to be shitty about it. And I don't know why I would have expected one, but... I don't know. I don't always know what to expect, but... Reed's just chill by default. And I'm glad for it. You can never trust gamers, is really it. Yeah, it's kinda... It's that, it's... I don't know. I would have understood a little bit. It's historical accuracy, whatever, but we didn't need to go there, and we didn't.
When I get back, I'll have a word.
Oh, and we talked to Clay, and we fucked up one of his dialogue options, but he sucks. He's a dick. Hey, he's just an asshole, weirdly. Turns out the local gang leader sucks. So I don't feel a huge loss. Alright, I feel like it is somewhat less likely that, that we're gonna have level 18 problems here. And we still need, it looks like quinine looks like that's what that word is. It's a little... The text is a little small. At least for the resolutions I'm playing at. And the distance I am from my monitor, which is pretty far, actually. Alright, and we are recovering a suicide note for a man who survived his suicide. And it looks like he just understandably has depression. And reads too much poetry. When the low heavy sky weighs like a lid upon the spirit aching for the light, and all the wide horizon's line is hid by a black day sadder than any night. Ah, damn. Okay, well, he also declared his intention to attempt to kill himself again.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
That's a pretty interesting moral quandary. That's not the choice I expected to be faced with, for some reason. I think I probably should have just expected that.
It's locked.
Because it is the subject matter. And apparently there is also just vampire lore hanging out in this room. No, sorry, it's about vampire breeding. I should have expected that from a poetry reading goth dude. Well, he's not explicitly goth, but he reads poetry. Okay, it's the vampire exchange of blood. You dump the vampire blood in, the vampire comes out, basically. And apparently you can just regular do sex to get more vampires. You could just have vampire babies. And the gestation is only a few weeks short and unbearable. And the vampire baby tears apart the mother's womb and comes out of her stomach like a chest burster. And it turns into an adult vampire in only a few months. This is wild. I don't think this is a thing in World of Darkness, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not. Sorry, for some strange reason I was not prepared for. You can have human vampire sex and make a baby, and the baby comes out chestburster style in a few weeks and matures in a few months and becomes an adult vampire. And if that's Twilight style, that's really fascinating. Because it just implies that this is all just kind of an amalgamation of different vampire lores in media, and that's fun. I don't know, I like that. Now, they haven't done anything to me. However, they're level 10. They're gonna continue not doing anything to me. Good day, sir. I'm taking your salicin and ergotamine. I'm in an awkward position. I'm in a slightly awkward position. I feel like I should ask if anyone has particularly strong feelings on this particular subject we're facing down, between honoring the suicidal man's wishes and making sure taking steps to make sure he does not attempt again. I more or less have an opinion. I have several opinions, and some of them are even about this subject. We have until I find them again, so it might be a bit.
The shift never ends.
He has a hobby. It's apparently reading Baudelaire. Baudelaire, I guess. He needs a... Well, I mean, he has a second hobby, and it's vampire breeding. Or that's his mom's hobby.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Oh, she's coming. She's coming for the letter. Oh, she doesn't know about
This
him. It's
hospital
fine.
seems to be falling apart. In circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Don't want to say we can talk to him in advance. I strongly suspect we can't.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I'm making my call.
Your son asked me to find this letter, Mrs. Goswick. However, I thought it would be preferable to give it to you.
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer, why are you acting in this way? I have done everything I can to help you, but it's not enough.
We will talk about this letter later. I understand that you need some privacy.
Before you leave, take this for your trouble. Thanks to you, my son still has a future. Perhaps.
Okay, wow, we unlocked quite a bit for this.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing
Or we could have
suicide.
followed up on this before
Tell
and
me
did not.
more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture.
I feel like
nor
she's
was it his
a
first
good,
attempt.
but
He threatened to kill himself.
a good mother that doesn't really
I
understand her
never thought he
son.
would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Okay, good mom's a 50-50.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how
See,
much
I can't be too judgy because, you know, it's... Ugh. Relationships and the motivations behind love are complicated. And they are, to a degree, innately selfish. I can't be like, oh, what a shitty person. She also is upset because her son wants to die. You're right. Sorry. I'll try to have fewer thoughtful and nuanced opinions next time. I'm just gonna pick whatever options all the time next time. Speaking of options, though, I'm too thoughtful and nuanced to even know what to fucking say here. Because I feel like she's not doing what she could actually be doing to help. I feel like she cares. It's genuinely a parent problem. I feel like she cares but doesn't know what to do and is just kind of going, no, why are you doing this to me? I'm gonna yell at her. Yeah, lucky to have you is just gonna be status quo and he's just gonna try again. Prepare for the worst feels like it might save his life, but is pretty defeatist. I feel like that could easily just be like, he's gonna kill himself. Get emotionally prepared for that.
Your determination is laudable, but you are in a
Okay,
state
he
of
put that
denial,
very
Mrs.
nicely.
Goswick. Your son has a very strong death wish.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that.
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
You sort of said the thing I was trying to have you not say, Doctor. You kind of picked a different course of conversation than I was going for. You kind of said exactly what I was trying to not have you say.
Your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you.
Yeah, it's kind of, that's the dialogue wheel
There's
meme.
nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
I'm not gonna go with "you're a lucky man." That's not always a helpful sentiment. This is hard, weirdly. Navigating somebody's suicidal ideation and suicide attempts even is difficult. It's complicated. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with this. I think yeah, skill issue. Despair is a deadly poison. He feels bad already. Like, he's gonna be like, yeah, it sucks. It makes me want to be dead. Sorry, he's gonna be, yeah, it sucks. It makes me want to be dead. In it, like, I think I gotta go with pain is a precious
The world
tool.
is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
You know, I really expected to get hit failed for that. I really felt like we're batting a
I have
hundred
to go
today.
now, sir.
So I'm just
But
gonna
don't
call that a
hesitate to
win.
contact me if you need any help.
Didn't explicitly fail.
Your time with me.
Alright, we did it. We could do this. I could tough it out, but I'm choosing not to yet. Let's see. The pharmacy is gonna be helpful for us too, but it is certainly in a different district, and that might just make this a non-starter for now as well. Have you seen Pippa? I desire Pippa. I have a secret to discuss with Pippa.
You really pissed me off this time.
Yeah, whatever, Clay. Okay, this is still... Let's come back to this in a bit. Because, like, we're not that far off from, like, Vampyr level 10, but, you know, we could probably just do this at a natural pace.
It's locked, all right.
Different locked door. Honestly, that's fine. I'm fine to wrap up a couple side quests and keep on going instead of getting super tied up in them. I did a Yakuza stream that went kind of... I wasn't super happy with a lot of it, but and that was partly because of technical difficulties, and I get really frustrated because it sort of feels like shitting yourself on stage to me. But, one of my concerns if I were to play through a Yakuza game on stream is I'm running... I know the door's right there. I'm just running in circles while I complete this thought. One of my concerns is when I play Yakuza, it tends to be like I will sit down for a couple hours and do some story, and then sit down for like another 8 and it's all side quests, and it's a little like... I'm not sure how I would want to handle that on a stream. And I probably will at some point. I'll just play a game I haven't played before because I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Instead of playing what I have. This loading screen relocated my game window, and I would like it not where that is. It didn't do anything like wacky, did it? It did. Stop. It resized it too, actually. That's the problem. Let me just... Are we good? Are we the proper size? We're good. And that's just, you know... I think that's a consequence of the manual resizing I was doing. It's fine. But yeah, like, here's a story session, here's a side quest session is probably mostly what I do. And specifically I was thinking, I haven't played Ishin, actually. I haven't played any of the historically based ones. So I would probably stream those were it to come up. I owned myself instantly by going back outside. I thought I would just, like, unlock the door. That was kind of my goal. Unlock the locked door I had just passed by. Okay. Are we still good? We're not quite good. We're less good. Stop being this. Stop doing this. Why are you doing this to me, Vampyr? Okay, cool. I'm owned constantly. It's fine. There don't seem to actually be that many loading zones, so I'm just not going to worry about it right now. As I explained earlier, I wanted to run the window a little bigger because the text is actually really small for me and it's a little hard to read. And during the first stream that caused a couple of moments I felt were a little unnecessarily awkward as I struggled to read it. Sometimes while trying to read out loud. Which I've broadly decided against doing, unless it feels like a particularly compelling passage, but...
It's locked.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird to me because there's a ton of empty space on the reading a thing UI generally. You can just let me crank the font size up a little bit for my grandmother eyes. For my, I'm playing this in a window that's a couple feet away from my face. Leave me alone. Because I prefer to have things windowed when I stream, so I can keep an eye on chat easily, I can keep an eye on, like, what I'm up to
they
easily.
Are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Yeah, I'm playing this on the TV across the room. This is a console game. Skellington. Funny thing, I was thinking about Final Fantasy XIII the other day. It's a problem I had with that too. It was literally, you want me to read these walls of text to understand the world and story and characters. And I am across the room, and they are very small. But it's okay, because they weren't that interesting anyway, so I didn't miss much.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. Alright,
we got some of those good herbs. actually mean to, I said yesterday, while rambling on about bullshit and not finding switches, that Final Fantasy IX was kind of the one in the series I would not... I did not really care to defend, generally. But, like, 13 is also there. I'm not a 13 person. I kind of mean to give both of them a good and proper shot. Definitely 9 before 13, though, because I hate 13's battle system. I feel like it's
This key will surely
not
grant
unplayable,
access
but
to the
it
basement.
sucks. It's bad. 9 plays fine, it just doesn't tend to hold me. And it might if I replayed it. I don't know. I really wish their stun meter at least went down on ties. Give me juice. Give me that sweet, sweet Kool-Aid. Oh, come on. Yeah, you've told me before that 13.2 fixes a lot of 13's problems, and that's nice to hear.
I cannot enter.
I just saw all of this conspicuous blood around here, and I was kind of curious, but... Yeah, luck on heavy is certainly a good indicator that it is a console-first game. And maybe I should just switch to using a controller for it, and that would just be generally more comfortable. Am I just crazy? Okay. I'm not just crazy. I just figured there'd be something up here, and there's like a key down... Or there's a locked door down there. To just briefly elaborate, so I'm not talking about shit completely in a void. Final Fantasy XIII's got the old ATB and chunks system, but you can only control one character at a time. And generally I found that I could, in a fairly fast-paced battle system, I could menu through shit and pick commands, or I could just pick auto and it would generally do what I wanted every time. And I didn't really see much point at all in putting in the effort. Oh, there we go, I did get a key. And that dude bamfed somewhere, but I think he's fine. They seem alright. I did not actually see myself pick up a key, I was too busy bitching about Final Fantasy XIII. Or being happy that I finally saw quinine. Quinine sounds right.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Quinine, okay. Or quinine? Quine ain't enough for all the people who need it. And yeah, it also had a scoring system. It also had a scoring system for combat, which is like, whatever. I don't care about that. I think arbitrary scoring systems in games are weird. At least it makes sense in, like, Devil May Cry, because you get more shit for doing better. And it's an action game, so it's fun to try and get a higher score. Hi, what's up? He turned around and counter-hit me before my fucking swing finished. Give me the juice! God damn. I guess I should have dropped some blood bombs. I should get better at looking at the enemy resistances and shit, but I like hitting them. I have a big knife. I have a big knife, and it's the only medium through which I can create my art. But yeah, to elaborate further, as Mai reminded me, even 13's battle system is based around like switching character roles mid-combat more than it's based around entering different actions. You mostly micro your character roles and you hit auto battle, and I hated that. I didn't think that was fun at all. I wanted to play as my characters, and it also has the Shin Megami Tensei, if your main character that you're controlling dies, you game over, except for no reason. Except for not even the slightest justification for it. I wanted to read the thing, like, okay, this is the side quest tutorial, and I appreciate that, but... Cool, I would love to find out the cause of death by not having an overlay over the thing I'm reading. Okay. Anyway. The death of Samuel Connor. Occupation, fisherman. Type of death, natural. Probable cause of death, fast-progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, or the Spanish flu.
Mr.
And
Connor's
Dr. Tippett
injuries
was
don't
aware of it,
match
I
the
guess.
report. I'd better look into this.
Okay. Did he die of kissing?
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Yeah, that's really the thing. Like, in Final Fantasy 13 was, you gotta set up your party and shit, and you gotta set up different roles, and a lot of them are mandatory, and it's like, I don't feel like I'm making any decisions, really.
Multiple abrasions.
I'm more
and
interested in this
scarring
dead
on the
body
arms
in
and
Final
legs.
Fantasy 13, so that's the last thing I'm gonna
Old
say about
and
it.
distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Someone took his heart!
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Okay, nitpick. I would have given the little quest thing after that, because it was really confusing having a quest objective before, like, any context for it.
It's locked, all right.
He made a medical error, and that sucks. Also, yes, I would say I'm more interested in dead bodies than most video games. And I love video games. But it was also specifically a dunk on Final Fantasy 13. But also, actual interesting stuff was happening, and I was getting tired of talking over it. Alright, got some of that Kawaii 9. Sorry, I just love watching them. They're so extra. He knows his Oshi is behind that door. Alright, thing on table. Where's table? Where table is? Where thing table? What table thing is? Is it water on the knee? Oh, whoops, you were just a little behind. That's, yeah, you know. That happens. And yeah, he knows his Oshi is behind this door is like one sentence of a two-sentence horror story. Oh no, it's John Doe. I've heard about that guy. He ends up in places like this a lot. He can Kakebushin! From the village hidden in the morgue. God, he's so strong. Stamina. Stamina systems. They're for smarter, less twitchy people than I am. Just juice up a little bit. He always gets me with the fake out. Give me some of your John juice. We will become as one. We will be one John. And we will be the demons. He's got that really good gap closer. He's spending meter on that shit.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
This actually, I haven't talked about it a lot. This combat system actually feels really good.
Dangerous to administer, but efficient.
Like, I'm not good at it, but I genuinely feel like the idea of you can become stronger and have an easier time by becoming morally more egregious is a good balancer for, but you don't have to, you just need to play smarter and you need to dodge well, and you need to use your stamina well. And I'm not doing any of those, but... Oh, an enigmatic formula. I can study it right here. Honestly, I should make some of these blood formulas when I have the ability. Oh, I can make some cures for fatigue now. Actually, the problem is that I need more sodium hypochlorite. But, like, good to know. I can pass some of these bitches out. Maybe Clay will stop being a fucking dick all the time. That looked bad, but it was just me hitting the heal button and then dropping immediately off a thing. Hey, what's up? I fucking see you. Fucking see you, homie. You just gonna hang out? BAM! I don't imagine I... Oh. They just ran in there like, fuck yes, there's a body here already. Free money. I really wish moving the mouse didn't change targets. That sucks exactly as much as it seems like it would. Oh, he's got the chops. He's got the chops. Really? I think I just fucking got caught on scenery, honestly. Give me juice. I need lots of juice. I am a thirsty Kool-Aid boy, and I need juice. There is an exit. I'm going to do an idiot check upstairs and make sure I didn't pick up another key without noticing, but I don't think I did. I think I will have reason to come back here at some point, and this will matter then. Oh, I went up too high. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I also have a lot of experience, so that's nice. We're gonna get some nice vampire levels when we come back. Before we come back. While we're heading back. Alright, we're doing this again. Please let me alt-tab to do this in peace. Thank you. A smarter person would already just be looking through the options for, like, a better resolution for their needs. But, you're not here because I'm smart. Alright, I'm explicitly supposed to be crafting fatigue treatments. Which is neat, because I wanted to do that anyway. I think I'm kind of around the back here. Man, I'm gonna already feel bad talking to Dr. Tippett about this malpractice. He's chill, he's so cool. Yeah, I looked over and it did not, it just kind of took away my quest objective entirely as far as I saw. If I have to jog back, I have to jog back, and I'm a dipshit for a minute, whatever. You know, I'm glad it's not just me that simply didn't fucking see it. 'Cause, like, I am that fool. I am not good at that kind of attentiveness.
Not now.
Okay. I'd internalized that our office is on the left side of the floor for some reason. Table. Okay, we're doing some actual fucking doctoring. Something medical is finally happening. I'm gonna take a doctor nap. Damn, I didn't expect ultimate. I'm just having a nice time. I'm just thinking normal things, normal thoughts about vampire time. Jeez! I didn't think you'd charge me this fucking much for heal button 2. For 50 more points. It doesn't feel good right now. I'm gonna get big thirst, cause I'm a big boy. Bigger thirst for bigger boy. I feel like blood capacity is probably not a bad investment. I think we're just our American gamers love large beverage. I didn't forget my bite damage, I ran out of experience. I'm not that worried about the bite damage. Who is fucking exhausted that we can apply this to immediately? We'll talk to Dorothy first, I guess. I have many quests. I am full of quests. Okay, I kept thinking that little flicker, that little shine that's appearing on the door was like, oh, there's a box that I'm seeing through like a crack. I won't spend both of these fatigue potions because, like, there's at least one person here who deserves one, and then there's Clay, who's an asshole, and I'll heal him, but I'll do him last. And, like, the other person is in a different district, and that's far, and I'm lazy. I'm glad it's prompting me here to specifically use Vampire Vision to look for people. Because that is... It's a good mechanic. I really like it. Oh, I'm dumb. She's right there.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening,
This
Dr.
is
Reed.
called triage, where you don't give things to assholes.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of
Hell
getting
yes,
out of this
Pippa,
useless
tell him.
life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Don't love your attitude, but... Jeez. I appreciate how much of this game makes me really fucking think about how I want to respond to these. I think you put a price on hope is really judgy. I think cynicism will not save you is not correct objectively because she is making choices to make her life better. It's a good line. It's a good line and not what I would throw out in such a gray area. Pip, I just want you to think about what you're doing and what you want in life.
How can you be affected by the misery around you and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Okay, we didn't fail again.
What difference does it make?
So that's where the bar is today, so good on us.
Guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
So how's your life in London?
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting.
I like Pippa. Pippa's got brass ones.
Are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I'm rooting for you, Pippa. Alright, let's find Dorothy. Let's find Dorothy before I forget I'm supposed to save one of these. Yeah, Mortimer was the other one with fatigue. And I'm... Okay, I have slightly mixed feelings on that. Because it might give him the power to kill himself.
Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Oh, cool.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
I still really appreciate the idea that even if you are playing fucker vampire doctor, you still want to heal people because it makes them worth more to you.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I still think that's a really cool dynamic.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
It's just a good way to make sure you're engaging with the mechanic either way.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful.
So painful.
I'll let you...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with...
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
I don't remember what dialogue choice
Do you
gets
need
me
any
there.
help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
See, sometimes you use it through the menu and sometimes it's a dialogue choice, so...
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
Good for him.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
See, now I'm kind of wondering if I'm supposed to mesmerize anyway, and if there's a specific incentive to saying no after doing so. That doesn't really make sense to me, so I'm not going to worry about it, but... No, you're very unknown, and I think I can actually get out there. I think it was a friendly reminder because we have engaged with a mechanic that does things with it. Like, I appreciate that, basically. Oh no, someone stole this letter! I'm tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? Here's my angry letter to my husband because he just keeps murdering. There are men patrolling the streets. They might be some commie militia. Sorry, I gotta follow up on this. We can deal with the malpractice in a second.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
They sound cute. They sound like a cute couple, though.
Your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay.
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
We can go find his wedding
I don't need it
knife.
here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
I didn't think this was going there at all.
Clay Cox. I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
Sorry, I just didn't expect the phrase wedding knife to come up. For some reason.
A lucky charm. I never would have taken you.
For some reason, I didn't think the doctor gave about vampires.
Doc.
Have a wedding knife in it.
But when the really dirty business comes around.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I appreciate this a lot, because a lot of this has been pretty heavy, and not in a bad way. But I needed that a little bit. Between these moral conundrums,
evening,
these moral conundra.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
It sucks. This is, like, super bad, but she's not wrong.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
That's an unfortunate reality of, like, real modern medical practice. A lot of things like this get covered up, specifically so new doctors don't lose their licenses before they can get any practice. It's fucked up. It's unfortunate. It's kind of horrifying to know and think about. But it's a thing, like...
This is no time to...
So that's your fun splatter opera fact today, I guess. Let's go find a knife. Let's go find us a knife. Oh wait, we wanna... Yeah, I keep getting myself back to the wrong menu. Okay. Oh, this is going to be over in a different district, too. We'll get to that in a little bit, then. Back to the medical error, I guess. Sorry, I just thought I saw something flashing there. Oh, you're still hidden from me.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Boy, that sucks. Damn, I'm sorry this kinda cut close to home. I am sorry you got nearly malpracticed. Arguably just regular malpracticed by a new doctor.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
It sounds like this is we can make a cool moral choice again. I already know what I'm picking.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic
Wow,
is
that's
eradicated, I will resign.
That's a hell of a thing. That fucking sucks. That, yeah. God.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there.
Yeah, I imagine it kicked your ass for a
Read
day.
poetry and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Investigation succeeded. I'm gonna cure Clay's fatigue so he can keep killing. I'm doing it for his wife.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Damn, he's learning our secrets too. Fuck. He's gonna open up additional dialogue options with us, and then maybe answer bad.
I wasted too much energy.
Am I dumb? This is probably, he's up on the next floor thing in his office. Yeah.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
I'm gonna drink some coffee, don't mind any strange movements. I made some before I started the stream.
In the last decade, so many mysteries have been
room
brought
temperature,
to light
baby.
with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
Yeah! Every scene with
Must be
Dr.
so new to
Swansea
you.
is like the crypt
This
keeper.
area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Damn, part of me really wants to be like, this is no gift! And just, like, run my arm across his desk and push all the stuff off of it angrily. I really love I'm a Living Paradox, but I feel like I would be like, I'm a living paradox, like Poggers. And he'd be like, I'm a living paradox, like Cringe. I'll just be up.
It may
just be
seem
cool.
strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Yeah, Paradoggers, thank you. I like Swansea a lot. I want to just be
There's no need
boyfriends
to
with him,
apologize,
honestly.
Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind.
Uh-oh.
Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Yeah, our main donor
And you
needs a
would like
sexy
me
vampire to help
eradicate this
convince her.
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Nice little sidestep, my dude.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have questions.
Just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood.
We're getting the tea, finally.
Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your
Okay,
kind for centuries.
Had some
We
problems
believe you
there
are
for a
as
second.
supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
We're a little spotty today, I apologize. Or maybe it was fine, and I'm the only one that noticed because the little thing turned red and I don't apologize. Maybe I'm gaslighting all of you by pretending to have minor internet problems.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
Must I kill?
Take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged. But it will not destroy you.
I'm just thinking about, like, just hanging out in the middle of the street in the daylight, getting burned into a little pile of ashes, and just kind of pooping up out of it at night once the sun's gone. Like, ah, jeez.
Since I'm the one working,
ah, shit.
What should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform.
I'm not wearing a white coat.
The poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Can I have a white coat? I want to run around in a sick-ass doctor's coat. This is a nice jacket. I'm into this coat. It's very nice.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do scowls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
What is up with this little... I don't know. I don't know if this is still a problem. I'm still getting some reduction on my end. Give me one moment. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing happening in the background here. I can't imagine anything would just update to a degree that it would cause stream problems. My internet's not that bad. But, oh, there we go. I also took the opportunity to briefly reorient.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a scowl?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Alright. Can I take this? Is this mine? This is mine. Oh, this is a letter from Rakesh. Okay, fair enough. Rakesh was apparently only a doctor in the military and was concerned that this did not give him the qualifications to work here. A warning letter? The plot thickens regarding fucking Harvey's arm. And this is from Dr. Aykroyd. Okay, this does add some depth to the Strickland-Aykroyd conflict. And it's Dr. Aykroyd now arguing from a place of lack of experience, which is a little more legitimate than no, new science is scary. Oh boy, a place where weird vampire lore actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, okay. There are werewolf vampires that are vampires and not werewolves. Or there aren't werewolves in this universe. And just vampires that resemble werewolves mythologically. It's just gangrels. This is basically just a letter talking about other forms of near vampires in different cultures and cautioning against being overinvested in a definition because that is the knowledge we have when there could be knowledge that we do not have. You know, it's just good science. Be open to actual science. Ah, we want the other direction somewhere. There's one of the people we want to talk to.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
Thank you for your time.
Alright, this is something we'll take to Dr. Strickland, it looks like. Who is surely somewhere. We'll talk to Harvey real quick, just in case.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, optional super boss werewolf is, that's an idea we will visit when we do Vampire the Masquerade, which is probably tomorrow. I kind of had these on a one today, one tomorrow thing, and I was excited to continue Vampyr, so... We won't actually get to that point unless we make a big project out of actually playing through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which we might. I don't know, I'm trying to not promise that idea quite as much.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him.
Hopefully you feel better.
I'm not the real
Sleep
target
well.
here.
I was paying more attention to chat than the dialogues I'm going to repeat.
Save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently.
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
We still had an entry in personal questions. It was still lit up for some reason. Okay.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Just because there are potential entries there still. We're taking the long way around because I'm good at navigating. My favorite thing to do? Run in big circles around things.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon.
Renfield's sure an interesting name to see here.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally.
Oh shit!
My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions.
It felt like being a little bit more roundabout was more polite.
Explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
I am a little frustrated watching this internet thing fluctuate. Just let me know if it becomes like really bad and I'll cut the stream short. Makes me anxious.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood.
Damn.
But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
I don't know, might be a big ask.
Commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
I was kind of wondering why blackmail was suddenly a dialogue option. That feels like a funny little trick of event flags.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
I just assumed I had forgotten something, to be honest.
As the surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital...
Goodbye, Internet. Yeah.
The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I think the lady is being pretty... It doesn't strike me as her style.
Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case,
okay, this is getting a little annoying.
You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition. Is our little mystery clear?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
All right, no problem. I feel like this lady we have not spoken to is going to be a key part of this this investigation. I just have a feeling. Like, let's talk to other interesting people first.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games.
Hell yes.
My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
Hell yes.
I'll leave you, Mistress.
Stupid fucking mortal games, who cares? It's petty nonsense.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones.
He does not. I don't think he does.
Especially what she shouldn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like, I wouldn't use the word healthy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
I think we have solved 2 of the 3 fatigue cases we have run into, and we might just have to get the rest of the medicine we need off of drops.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Sorry, I didn't think we'd immediately get shut up. You fuck you, lady.
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor.
She is a tough grandma.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts lit a poor sod's vein.
I'm really glad she called him out on it, because I was thinking, like, just walking up and asking everyone, hey, heard any blackmail lately? You heard about any blackmail? It did not strike me as the most, the smoothest detective move.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Harriet rules. Harriet Jones kicks ass.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for
You
your
know,
time,
I thought that
Miss
was going to take a turn for the
You
racist,
give
and
me
I'm
something
sure
to
it
go
still
on.
will.
See you on the next
But,
round.
you know, it didn't immediately, which is nice. Can I talk to you about some not plot
Miss
relevant
Jones,
things?
Greetings. How do we feel?
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep? There isn't a poor life needs saving somewhere?
I have questions?
No. I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
Yeah, I was
Have you
curious
noticed
what
any
she's here
suspicious comings or
for.
goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Huh. Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a
Okay,
trace.
I'm with ya. I understand. The refugees does have some we're real next to racist energy to it. It's like, it's right there. I don't think it's meant that way in this context. I think she just means everyone who's fucking sick and keeps coughing all up in my business.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
She has all the classic symptoms of bitch disease. I can't even, like, check on her.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones.
I don't think you're gonna be super alive for very long, Miss Jones.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
First on our list, Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
One of the hospital's many queens.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
I do believe she just makes shit up the whole time. Like, it's how she spends
She could
her
have
day,
been telling
clearly.
the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
She's right, though.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
I think Pippa's right, though.
What can you...
Let me get...
Okay, just making sure I cleared out that bit. Like, she's clearly 100% correct. She doesn't need to pretend to love this woman. It's not currently her job. She can be nice to the old crone when she's in her room, changing her bandages or whatever. Oh, no, this is the wrong way. I kind of want to go to this way anyway. I said some words. I wanted to talk to a man about a letter.
Such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you know who killed Rita?
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot.
Oh, that's rough.
Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
I don't want to be judgy about it. I feel like he rose to the challenge. He clearly has a lot of feelings about it.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Like, in complete fairness, he was upfront about it in his letter to come here. And he is not currently performing medical services on living people. Like, this feels like he's being a complete straight shooter about this. Yeah, like, he was forced to become a doctor, and as soon as he could stop, he stopped after doing his best.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Damn, he's just very calmly refuting things.
Goodbye, Mr.
Objectively correct. Yeah, this is... I'm still a little floored because I didn't expect to come here and just get a ton of great character writing as the main focus. And that's what it's been. Oh, there we go. There's one of our errant nurses.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Hey, Gwyneth also rules? Really, not a bad person here.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye,
Okay,
nurse.
fair.
Call me if you need assistance.
We've got a never heard of such a thing and a who fucking cares, whose business is it? Which I basically agree with. Now we need Dorothy. I can never find Dorothy on purpose. I think she kind of patrols the entirety of the hospital. Yep. Because last time, when we gave her the medication, she was around here, so I was thinking she might haunt this zone. I don't think she goes out, so I'm going to check the second floor. Hey, still infinite praise for Vampyr NPC vision, also. Just such a good mechanic. So many of the mechanics in this are really well thought out. I'm just continually impressed. It just feels like a really good game to play at pretty much every level, every aspect. We don't need Dr. Swansea. There's nothing up there. Eddie, where's Dorothy live? Ed, where's Dorothy?
Do you need something, Jonathan?
The matter of Lady Ashbury's blackmailer.
Oh, I know too much about this matter already. I'm confident in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital and Our Lady into your able hands.
Love you, Swansea.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
You could be understandably bitter about all this, and I also appreciate that.
She told me you've been
I don't
doing all
believe
in
for a
your
second
power to
that
cure
she is
her
the main
addiction for
reason
blood.
Swansea recruited
Though
John here.
unsuccessful, it's admirable.
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
I was thinking about making a joke about there being a real wink wink nudge nudge love interest vibe with Lady Ashbury. I don't feel British enough to say that name. Ashbury. It's Lady Ashbury. But I'm glad Swansea just kind of went like, yeah, nah, Go hit that. Come on.
There again.
Just carefully and thoughtfully examine all of our red dots. Dorothy's out somewhere weird. I think she just has a really wide patrol radius outside, maybe. I already checked upstairs. I just came back downstairs, in fact. Like, Gwyneth can be found all the way out here, but kinda lurks around these areas. I'm gonna see if maybe I can... Okay. She's actually just away. And it was on my map and I could have checked a lot earlier. Oh. I feel like you're somewhat unrelated.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke
I have
Hospital.
a feeling this involves
Please,
the wife
calm
knife.
down and give me more details.
Or at least
Oswald
a regular
and myself
knife.
were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
That's fascinating. I didn't know that.
Yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
Is there a
We were looking
safe
for
part
the
of
Pembroke
town?
Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Where was your friend?
I feel like you really
He went down
maybe
by the
need a
canal.
therapist.
He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
He's a little sewer boy.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Well, this is clearly not the right direction, but we did make a new friend. I think we need to be going the other way, yes. Excuse me, I just gotta run a little bit awkwardly past you.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
It's British
Well
Luigi.
then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh, she teleported away. That looked like a pepper shaker. I assume maybe it was a letter in a bottle? Be careful about selling things. Yeah, no real plans on selling things. I do have a weird black bar here. That's because I moved my background while fixing other things. Womp womp. This got all resized. I got my jacks all out of order. I placed that very carefully. Now I'm discombobulated. Whoop. Don't want that. Okay. I think if I simply continue to stream Vampyr, I will just find a better resolution so I don't have to do this next time. But thank you for bearing with me. That seems normal. I didn't really think it'd be an issue, so... This doesn't sound great. This sewer's full of drugs and aluminum.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Can we just open this from the other side? And that's Oswald, so that's nice. Time for the sewer vamps. That's me going in a circle. That's my special move. Okay, I've mentally routed this place. I understand now. You having a good time, buddy? Bam! Give me your blood. Woo. There we go. There we go. Give me whatever's that. Oh, a common barbed cudgel. I love cudgels. Just give them the business. Whoop. So I just learned that appears under my target and not where I'm standing. I was just not using it while targeting things before. I guess I should look at what I can do for upgrading my weapons after this at some point. Because I kind of forgot that was part of this game. Until just now. Me too, buddy. Me too. The Ban of the Dragon! Okay, okay. Fascinating. So this is a letter that is about our buddy Swansea's organization, warning to be cautious around them, even if they seem pleasant and affable and academically inclined. Apparently they have a bitchin' ritual called the Ban of the Dragon, and they call that down upon vampires who are too violent. And I guess that means somebody power bombs them into a dumpster, probably. So basically they've got standards for bad vampires, and don't be that, or they will fuck you up. Or Edward Swansea will personally come, and he will rip his shirt off, Senator Armstrong style. I am being thorough because I don't want to miss Oswald. Oh, they were all synchronized. Boom! Got them both. What is up, homie?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the sewer.
Sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Okay, well, he has a headache, which is understandable. Okay, cool. I guess just having somewhere to point him was all he really needed. Maybe somebody to open this door for him. Alright, now we can continue properly. We haven't actually seen any rats down here. Yeah, he also needed somebody to tell him that he wouldn't die within seconds of leaving his cage. But, I mean, as far as, like, our dialogue went, we just filled him right in and it was cool, it was fine. I hope Luigi's okay. Sewer beast!
What sort of creature is this?
That's just Blanca. That's Blanca Street Fighter. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. God, he does not have any chill. He also has a fucking shockwave, I guess. I call bullshit on that one. Give me your blood. Fuck you two. That's definitely, slashing resist. It might just be melee resist. It's not gun resist, I know that. But I do not have a gun equipped. I'm better off just giving him the occasional friendly punch. Oh, I hate having a stamina meter. I hate having a stamina meter that's in a part of the screen I am not looking at when I'm fighting. Give me more juice! I want to be full of your juice. We're winning, but very slowly, and I don't love that. But that's on me. I probably should have remembered to look at other weapons and maybe equip them. You know, this isn't even that bad. Also, I noticed his stamina gauge, after I don't stun him for a while, it goes back to its initial maximum. Which is valuable to know. Or his stun gauge, I should say. What's up? What's up, idiot? Oh, he got me with the third hit. I was the idiot. It was me. Should not be trying to combo that. You can't combo that. Give me your juice! Go to hell. That could have gone worse. Let me catch up with chat.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Okay. This is Nurse Crane's voucher. This is the thing she gave him, presumably in a little bottle.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna go to my inventory screen and engage with my inventory for a moment. Oh, I have 2 of these. I also might have had that equipped the whole time. It's like Q and E or something to change weapons. T was to use items, so I did that. No, I had the scythe, which wouldn't have helped. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's Z and... I don't know. I don't know what changes my offhand. I don't think I have a second offhand. Yeah, it's very this is for consoles, is what it is. It's a very this is for consoles thing. Right, I don't have an offhand because this takes the whole offhand. I'm more of a used bludgeon person. That way we can have the revolver in the offhand. And we'll be better equipped the next time we're expected to do things other than stab. Okay, and that's C. Okay. We got the box, we got the shots. We have fully engaged with most mechanics. But I still feel like I did a half-decent job in that fight, though. I'm taking that one.
I have this thirst for blood.
Damn, really? I did not realize. I hadn't noticed. Yay, $5. I got some shelf money. I'm gonna stop fucking with this. I'm tired of adjusting it. Two and a half hours into the probably about 3 hour stream. So somebody's making a cool noise. What you up to? You wanna get cudgeled? Oh! Got my bludge on. Rip Mob Luigi, though. Alright, presumably most of those dudes are up at the hospital now. Candy? Candy. Aluminum powder. Snort me a soda can. Now it wants me to go to Whitechapel, which is worrying because that was like level 1,000,000 territory. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna mix up some medicines. I'm gonna spend some experience. I'm gonna see if I can refashion my bludgel, my bludgel into a better bludgel, and maybe my gun into a blun. We have at least one more fatigued person just somewhere else. We do not know how to cure headaches. With 2,000, that'll go pretty far. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 1,300 on autophagy here to make that heal a little better. And let's bite harder. Let's get that overdue hard bite. And can I... Okay, that's gonna cost 2,000. That's gonna cost 2,000 to level up, so we're not gonna be doing that yet. But having that shadow element there has felt useful. I feel like I'll want this stuff eventually. It's just, you know, useful, good passives. Yeah, I think the higher level bites will be worth continuing to invest in. I haven't really bothered with Claw because I have that. It's called hitting them. It's called I hit them with like a bat or whatever. I don't know. That's just where I'm at. That's my style. It also seems to just be like, here's a melee attack, which you already have, but it's like on 3 or something. You do gain blood with claws this way. Yeah, it seems like it just hits them very hard, and I think that's not useful. I hit them not as hard as I would like for the most part. See also spending kind of a while bonking that last dude. Okay. Oh, we can just plague this fucking place up. This feels like it maybe has to do with some kind of mood thing or doing quests for people. I actually know most everything about... I know a lot of things about most of the people I'm dealing with. Oh, they still have secrets? They have secrets for me to discover? Can I weapon upgrades from here? Yes. Okay. Tell me about my used bludgeon. Yeah, it's mostly staple lead to it. There's a certain amount of, like, how much do I want to level this stuff up knowing I'm just going to get a perfect bludgeon eventually. I'm just going to get the Yakuza Like a Dragon hero bat, and I will just hit them with lightning with every strike. Looks like damage or stun, basically. I would probably do damage. I have a thing for stun. It's called bullets. It's called I shoot them with my gun. Or a stake, which has actually kind of been my jam, to be honest. I'm going to assume I'll get different melee offhand options, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. I don't know, it's hard for me to want to invest in this just knowing, like, yeah, but I'm going to get better shit later. And then I'm going to have, like, no lead pipes, no lead plates left. Like, I only need a couple more handle parts and a couple more plates to have a good bludgeon. I'd be using most of that, enhancing my current bludgeon. It makes perfect sense. This isn't me being neurotic about it for once, probably, maybe. You don't know that. You're positing that. Also, what could be better than a fine bludgeon? There is no finer weapon than a hunk of wood with some nails in it. Yeah, you were looking at the system I was looking at, where it's using the same lead bullshit, even when I'm using a perfect bludgeon. I saw the colors, I'm just not playing World of Warcraft. I'm just not going to make broad assumptions, because my machete, the first weapon I came with, is already green. And it's not exactly, like, wowing me with its efficacy. You know that guy's level 18. On the other hand, I hate him and he's screaming. He just stopped. Yeah, what's up? Oh, jeez, he's got the screams. Ah, fuck. He perfectly parried my move. I can just beat this guy to death. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling beating this guy to death now. Oh, nope, he's feeling beating me to death. He's not on my level here. Can you not come? Can you not come here? Do you not wanna? I don't like this silence, he says, as the fucking skag screams like 5 feet away. I thought I would try it. I've gained like 4 levels since, and I need to come here for the plot. Like, I don't think giving it a shot is necessarily unreasonable. I think I just stole somebody's money off their cabinet, but they probably shouldn't have left it out. I think this might genuinely be, hey, this is what you get to deal with if you're not gonna chomp anybody. You just kinda have a lower level, dude. Alright, we're back here. Oh. The abandoned investment property. Cat again?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Get that tasty rat. The rat parfait. These guys are a little more regular killable. What, they always run toward me. Have fun with gravity, dipshit. I'm gonna have fun up here with your friend while he just sort of takes my organs out. I'm getting owned by stamina. Fine, we'll go. Ugh. I'm gonna see if I can change some lock-on settings, to be honest. Okay, we just start back here. That was like partly me, but I was also kind of going, where's that fucking guy, and how much of a time limit do I have? Alright, give me the juice again. This tasty, tasty rat. I'm just gonna dip down here first. Because he seemed like he was closer to here. Yeah, I don't quite know what to expect yet. You're right, though. It looks like it's just a door thing. What's up? Would you rather people you're familiar with attack you? Oh, this guy has the John Doe fucking shadow teleports. Bam! You fucked up. You fucked up. Hey, what's up?
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine.
He just assumes the wailing of a foreigner was assailing his door.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants.
Okay,
Fucking
yeah, fuck
savages,
you.
every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
What's your deal? Tell me more about you. You've got a cold, that sucks. I was hoping you weren't on any of these screens. I was hoping it'd be funny if you just kind of disappeared and we were done with you. If you disappeared into my tummy. And you're still... I'm not killing anybody unnecessarily.
You had better return to Whitechapel.
Safety isn't really...
He could still disappear, but we're being nice. We have to keep all of our humanity. If it were a game with real complex moral choices, you could be like, this dude sucks, actually. This dude sucks, so it's okay to bite him. And the game would be like, yeah, that's fine. You're right, though. Oh, cool. I didn't realize there'd be so much juice on the ground. So, oh, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, fuck you. I was trying to use tactics, and this is what happens when you use tactics. Yeah, this is like tactics. Oh, this is what happens when you use lock-on. Oh, God. Okay. I feel like I got fucking murdered by lock-on. I'm a little mad about that. I don't really feel like that one was on me. I'm gonna actually check the options for, like, something. What is auto-lock? I don't know. Yeah, I thought it disengaged the lock-on when I fell down is what happened. And it didn't. It sure fucking didn't. Save this douchebag again, steal all of his crap. I have to re-steal all of his garbage. Bye. Unless I don't, he's not screaming.
You safe.
Okay, I already counted as saving him. So that's nice. It's nice that I didn't have to re-steal a bunch of stuff. And I missed this.
I need someone who can read this.
Huh. That's neat. I'm glad I came back and found that, actually. Thanks, Lock-On, you piece of shit. You shit-ass, garbage-ass motherfucker. You fucking well of Skandas. Okay, well, we know that you can't be cool and, like, surprise attack people with fucking anything. Okay, that's nice. Go down there. Okay, I guess I'm also going down there. God damn it. I really can't wiggle out of that very much. Okay, we're fine. Maybe I'll just count this as the one enemy now. He got me on the backswing and it counted as more than my front swing. I had a little juice left. But since I fucked it up before by figuring out the controls, I gotta maybe make more juice when I get home. Hey, asshole! I can't really tell when you're allowed to, like, sneak up on someone. It's like, once in a while it gives me that press F to stun thing, and other times they aggro on me from 1,000 feet away. And there's not, as far as I understand, a sneak button. Okay, that's cool. That caught me in the middle of a dodge to the side. The camera started to pan for the dodge and immediately snapped back so that I could be grabbed. Fuck you. Okay. I don't know if it was worth it, but I was not leaving without getting that kill. Fuck him. Fuck him. That's not right. We're going downstairs more. Hello, little mouse. There we go. I think you have a misconception. I like beating the shit out of my enemies, and I'm doing cheeky single hits because I have a stamina bar. I'm trying to dip in and out to let my stamina regenerate. The problem is that enemies are... It's one of those games where enemies are kind of back in attack you position by the time your combo ends. Like, I've been doing little bops against bosses and back dodges. You don't need to do that to me. Leave me alone. Give me at least 10 minutes before you start making fun of me. I'm already mad. Yeah, see, like, there's, like, no stun. Enemies don't stun for shit, is the thing. I think he shot me through a wall. Alright, this is not a fight that I am prepared for. I may actually have to stealth this a little bit. I'm stuck in the geometry and can't leave. Okay. I punched him so hard I died. I punched him so hard I died.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them.
Okay, I was not able to move yet. I wasn't able to move yet. I was still spawning in. Because I wasn't gonna pick this fight again. At least not without a better plan. Okay, Torchy's weaker, so maybe I should kill him. Doesn't really feel like a game where you can... Okay, that was me trying to focus on one enemy and moving my mouse like a fool, like an idiot. He tried to valiantly jump in the way. Torchy, no! Torchy, no! Oh, nice! That was cool. I hate that my enemies are so cool. Alright, we're fine. We're okay. We're good. This is... Don't put your weapon away, dog. We're waiting for this dude to reload. Bomb. I just need his juice. He's kinda... Oh fuck, he learned my strategy. He figured it out. I was just gonna try and get another one out of him and then he moved. Okay. We're okay, we're learning. The game is expecting things from us now, and it is a little bit of a step upward. That's okay. We have investigated a different side quest. Let's switch over to that, since we're apparently in the area. I pressed a button that makes sense on PC. It does not make sense for a port.
Sir, no civilians allowed. Out! I'm talking to you, you twat! Steady, boys! We've got one of them!
No. I was hoping to fight them in an arena that isn't a place leaving me deeply shootable. Oh, these guys are level of fucking billion. Okay. Alright. Vampyr's done fucking around entirely. I don't have a plan for this. There's probably just more dudes in here. Really hoping you stay outside. My dog, my friend, my buddy.
I'll kill you!
Okay, he was right. He did. There was not a leave option, and I don't have any blood, or I would be using that to heal. Oh, these guys are alive again. Okay. I feel like this is mostly a linear area. Can I make you guys fight? Hey, what's up? You want to come over here? You want to see something cool? Oh no, the vampire's chasing me! Yeah, get his ass! Get his ass, boys! Oh! Oh no! You're allies! Oh no, they are fighting! Oh, he's not interested, he's not into it! He only wanted one ass and it's mine! Rude! Ah, fuck. I timed that bad. God! Come on! Come on, infight. If you're gonna have infighting, actually have infighting. And not one dude does 5 damage to the other guy while he chases my ass down. Okay. I'm gonna switch to my machete because I think it does have slightly better damage. Not by enough to matter, I think. And I can't just jump up that ledge, I have to be out of combat to teleport up to it. I actually think I was doing more with the bludgeon. Never mind. Oh, God, why did I target anything? Oh, locking on did not help my situation at all. Locking on made this fight worse for me. Oh my God. I don't remember if the term is skag. I know that's a Borderlands critter. No, let's not do that. Let's stay focused on the guy shooting us. Yeah, this is maybe not the game's strong point. This might be, we might have found the game's weakness, and it's when it actually starts expecting things from you in fights. Give me your juice. Oh, thank you for that. Ugh.
Let's see how it.
Scowl, that's it. Okay. Alright, we've gotten through the fight. I'm not convinced this is the direction we're supposed to be approaching this from. Okay, here's a different place we can fucking go. That isn't directly through Murder Me Central. Alright. I think it must play better on a controller, and I will probably check that out before I stream it again. I thought it was a little janky, but fine, last session. Now that it's expecting more from me, I'm deeply not in love with it. It's a lot rougher to deal with. I thought I saw something shiny over there.
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
Rude, I'm a doctor, sir. I also can't loot the thing that I was trying to loot. Well, surely because we were just in a hideout, it'll save that we found that hideout. You have like 1 hit point left. Just go home. Excuse me. Despite the frustration, I'm mostly having fun with it. I still think the combat system is, on its face, pretty good. Got me with the point-blank Uzi. I don't know how I'm still alive, to be honest. I don't feel like I should be. I'm learning how to fight them.
Put an end to you! Fuck!
I still broadly have a complaint that stamina is anywhere I can even peripheral look at it. If I'm actually watching my enemy for, like, animation cues. Alright, we've seen that before. I hear rats. Can I get rats out of my house? I don't need them that badly. Yeah, it's kind of a count how many times you can swing or dodge, or both. This looks basically familiar. Yay! A little juice box. A little juice box for our travels. I don't think I can get anything I care about for 300 XP. I also think, I've got like 18 bullets on me, so I'm not as low as I thought. But I think I'm going to call it there, and we might be navigating some rough waters. If and when I stream this again. I've been having a good time. I think it's been good streams. It's just, you know, hesitating to make that promise so I can continue to cycle through other things I would like to play. Thank you for joining me, even though they got a little rough in places. I've still been having a good time, but boy, I'm gonna switch to controller and see if that works better next time. But as far as PC ports go, it's actually still a lot better than a lot I have seen. Alright, I almost got a good one. I almost got a good one. Don't let your wife give you a knife as a wedding present while you sleep. And I'll see you again. Bye.